Hi, I'm Jenny
And I'm Sean.
and we run Fingertips Preschool.
And Forest School, which takes place in these woods.
Still got Chris over there with
So Forest School is a Scandinavian approach. Its approach is based on outdoor learning in a natural woodland environment.
We were looking at developing children's learning, and through the Forest School approach we found that we've just seen huge development in children's abilities and in what they can achieve.
We can't speak highly enough of Jenny and Sean. They've really helped turn Jared around. He's unrecognisable from the boy that he was 6 months ago.
Before, when he first joined, he was very shy, and now it's completely changed around.
We chose Fingertips for our daughter Etty. She learned in the 2.5 years that she's been at Fingertips to be curious and boundless in the forest, from a child that didn't want to touch an insect to a child that would happily go and dig up a nest of earwigs and show them to the other children.
So since Max started, he's actually come out of his shell a bit more with the forest, and sort of developed more interpersonal skills with other children.
Henry's confidence has improved so much. He was very nervous around other children and he needed a lot of encouragement. Since starting, he has become much more confident playing with his friends outside the setting.
It's almost like suddenly you have a different child. Suddenly they're talking more and they're telling you about their day more.
The environment here has just been magical for her. She has grown and developed in just the loveliest way. She's got masses of confidence. She was always a pretty physical child, and this just gave her a perfect environment to be able to explore that and really just be herself.
Our reasons for choosing Fingertips and Forest School was mostly around the holistic approach. We were really impressed with the idea of Forest School and the children being able to play outside in the woods, interact with nature in that way.
I would say that the holistic approach enabled Etty to develop socially, intellectually, and her knowledge about environmental issues and things has gone far beyond what we would have expected if she'd been in an alternative setting.
I went and visited pretty much every preschool in Harpenden when we moved here. I walked into Fingertips and it was just so warm and loving and friendly, and the atmosphere in there was just wonderful.
When I take him to Fingertips, there's every single staff member looks up from the desk and tries to entice him over to whatever it is that they're doing at their table.
They obviously have a passion for what they do and a passion for Forest School. And Miles, just as soon as he got here, he started joining in with the other children and playing with them, and everything that's here is just fantastic and really suits what our boy does.
We have been so well supported as a family, and Etty on a daily basis is looked after by carers that seem to actually genuinely care about her.
You always feel like someone is there looking after, and I'd say loving your child. It doesn't feel like they're in some cold, unnurturing place. It feels like they've got a surrogate aunt or uncle or mum or dad looking after them.
I don't think the children have a moment of sadness when they're being looked after by Jenny, Sean and the team.
At Forest School, what children like to do is they like to build dens, they like to climb trees, they like to do some whittling, they like to actually make fairy houses, maybe drill holes in wood cookies.
We see them focused on their role play games. We see a tree becoming a train, or a pirate ship. It's so much fun here.
Serena loves it in here. She loves the rope swing probably the most.
He loves jumping, he loves running, he loves climbing on the trees.
And they just get down and play, and it's January and it's 0 degrees and they're just playing in the woods and they don't think anything of it, and they don't complain about the cold, they just get on with it.
They can turn a stick into Stickman, or it'll be a dog on a lead the next day, or it'll be a sword, or it'll be drums for the drum kit. When they're going on a bug hunt, they're really going on a bug hunt.
Campfire and hot chocolate at the end was a definite winner.
Fingertips is not just about being a preschool, it's about being a community, the parents being part of what we do and us being part of what the parents do, and the parents feel free to come in and chat to us.
Sean and Jenny and everyone else who works there, they know all the children, they know everything about them. You could talk to any single person in the setting and they'd be able to tell you what kind of day your child had had, which is amazing.
I never have an issue with actually getting him to play group in the morning.
Every morning he wakes up and he's like, is it forest school today, Dad? Is it forest school?
He always wants to go, and I've always had a positive feedback from him.
If I could keep her in the woods and at forest school and at Fingertips, I would, probably until she's about 25.
I think this one would be probably coming here next.
The feeling between all the parents is that we're just all so lucky to be in such a wonderful place.
I cannot recommend highly enough the Forest School Fingertips experience for any child.